Hello, my name is Ramkisting and right now I'm going to present my project automation testing for mobile native and hybrid application. So it is based on the Robotium framework. So we will talk about what is the Robotium and how it works. So let's talk about Robotium. So what is the Robotium? Robotium is simply automation framework which is used for native application and hybrid application. It for testing purpose. Means earlier it was very difficult to perform testing. We required many humans for performing testing. But nowadays there are so many automation framework which can perform this testing very easily. So why Robotium? Because the simple answer is Robotium is very easy, and it is really very useful friendly. Like you can use very easily for this. If you want to perform your testing in Android application, so you have to just download the plugin and you can do it. But the problem is with that it doesn't freely available. In starting you will get for 1 month, but after this it will demanding for the cost. So you have to pay for this, then you can use. So let's talk about what is the hybrid application and native application, because as we discussed that Robotium is used for hybrid application and native application. So what is it? So let's talk about hybrid application. So simply, if I explain it, hybrid application is simply like a web page, like you are searching on the browser, but instead of browser it load in your web view. Web view is a control in your Android. It is like container where you can load your page, where you can control refresh your page. So that is the hybrid. And hybrid application is only work when it got internet connection. Without internet connection you can't do anything. Like it is the disadvantage of internet connectivity, means it cannot work without the internet. And earlier it was very popular because most of the people are prepared to make hybrid application, but nowadays it is not so popular because it is not so efficient usable. And let's talk about native application. Native application is in a very trade. Most of the application are available as a native application, like Facebook, WhatsApp, Google Map, and calculator. So Facebook, it doesn't mean that it doesn't work without the. It doesn't work. It is not a native application, but it works with the internet, and it can also work without the internet. Let's talk about the WhatsApp. Like WhatsApp, you can see already came your messages, but you can't in the hybrid application without the internet. They will not load. So similar calculator is also a native application. So what is the advantage of native application? Native application can run offline mode. Like if you don't have any internet connection, so at least you can see your messages, and it is really very effective presentation and rich user experience. Like if you don't have any internet, so you will get irritated that your net is not working properly without the internet. So it is really very effective presentation. And the another point is how you can perform the testing on the application. So first of all, Robotium Recorder is available as a plugin, as I earlier mentioned, that you can use. It is very simple. You can download plugin for Android and Eclipse, and you can perform your recording. So in starting it was freely available, but nowadays it required license. So what is the prerequisites for the Robotium test? So first you need Java minimum 1.5 or higher version, and Android is also secondary requirement, and environment variable setup. As you know that if you want to run any any Java program, so you need to set the environment variables. So you can go in the environment variable and set the path of bin library, and you need to Android Studio. So what is the process of automation testing? So first you have to download the plugin as a recorder installation, and then you test recording. And in test recording, what you did in the test recording, you just perform all the testing, and after that test editing. In test editing, you can delete that single step whatever you want to delete. So that is the test editing. And in test execution, first you prepare the test script in test recording, and then if you want to editing, like you want to delete some steps, so you can delete very easily, and then you save it and then execute it. But few are demanding for writing the script, but it doesn't require in Robotium, so it is the benefit. And Robotium benefits. So let's talk about what is the Robotium benefits. As I mentioned that it is really very simple to use, like you can download plugins, and second is that user can action perform on the emulators or actual devices. So I will show you how it works on my device, and it is a full support for native and hybrid application. As you know, what is the native application? Native application can work without the net and with the net, but the hybrid application cannot work without the internet. So that is the difference. And it support APKs application with the source code. Means if you have source code, so you can also run. If you don't have, so you can run with APKs. So that is the benefits of the Robotium. So if you have benefits, so it also have limitations. So what is the limitation? Limitation is the sense of that it doesn't support flash or cameras. So these all the features doesn't support, and take test execution on one device at a time. Means you can not perform many tested on the many devices. It support only one device at a time. And inability to handle different application in one test. Means at a single time you can perform a single testing. Okay, and not support cross platform. That's it. And let's talk about another tools for Android automation. So Robotium is a framework, but it is the I think user friendly. You can use very easily. But there are also many tools like Slendroid, APM, Espresso, and Monkey Talk. So Monkey Talk and Robotium. So it is all the very simple, but Robotium is very user friendly, and Slendroid is also. So we are working on the Robotium. So thank you so much. So let's talk about how we perform our testing. So we will go on the Android Studio, because I have already written my code. So let me explain my coding. For the testing you can perform any application, but for showing you that I have created one application, that name is Mantisa. So in Mantisa I have one home page, so there is nothing. This is my home page. I have taken two buttons. In the first button I place the button news, and second button calci, and this is the wide create. So it is especially we have extend our app activity. So we use the super keywords for calling the constructors, and this is activity home page. Means it is a layout. Whatever we want to use layout, we place here. So that is the activity, and it is the casting, that every controls have their ID. So we cast this ID into the button news. Means we can use that control with the help of button news. And there is intent. So intent is play a very important role in Android. And there are okay. Yeah, so intent is especially used for to making communication. Like suppose you want to make a communication with one activity to another activity, so we use intent. So I use this for, and you can also use for making communication with your internal storage. So it's have different uses. You can also use in GBS, and there are two types: explicit and implicit. And you can also send the data on the another activity by using the put extra. So that is the button calci. So I have also done. You will go on the another activity. This is the current and this is the calculator. This is the current, this is the calculator. Means it's required two parameters. One is source and this is the destination. Okay, and start activity means if you want to come back, so you can use start activity. So this is my calculator. I have used two edit text, and this is the buttons, button 8, button means 4 sections, button 8, button subtraction, multiplication, division, and I have used image buttons. So let's talk about this is I have already explained, and this is another casting because it is also activity. So when we perform any action on the activity, so we use the casting. Casting means I have ID, and this ID I want to perform with some another reference. So this is the reference for this ID, and this is the set on click listener means when I will click on the button 8, so what the action will be performed, so it decides. So I have set the click listener, and I have performed on click means when you will click, so what will happen. So I have already fixed the number 1, number 2 results is a 0, and then I am checking that that my number is my edit text is not empty. So this is the code for to test that my number is empty, my edit text box is empty or not. So this is, and this is the number float parts means read edit text fill variables with numbers means I am passing the value to the numbers, and I have done this coding in switch v.get means what it will do that it is the v. You can see here is v. This is v means view. View is a one class, container class, and from v it will get the ID when I will click on the button 8. So it will perform the action like result number 1, number 2, and this is the operator. So it will perform the action like this. I have also done. This is all the coding is same, so you can understand very easily. And at last I use the button clear. I want to replace, so that's why I use it. And then I again perform the 0 0, whatever you want to do, but I perform the 0 0, and then I set the result TV result dot set. So it will perform which action I am doing with the operator. So it will perform like number 1. This is the operator. This is not plus operator. This is operator for adding Q, but operator it will perform mathematical operation, and this is the result. Okay, so I will show you in when I will run this application. So let's do this task on the Robotium by using. So if you want to install the Robotium, so what you will do, you have to go in the setting. So this is my setting, and you have to go on the where is plugins. Yes, this is plugins, and you have to search here Robotium. So this is Robotium. I have already installed and installed the Robotium recorder, so I don't need to do this. So you will click on the OK, and again perform the OK. Then what it will do, it will restart your Android Studio. Then you will perform testing. So let's see what will happen after the restarting your Android Studio. So then we will start the tools, and here is your Robotium recorder. So for this you have to you can, because I have code, but I want to perform my I want to run my application with the source code. So for this, I am taking new project like Robotium test. Here I can say that we can perform our testing by APK. Okay, so I want to perform my testing with APK. So just create a new project, and it also prepare a script. So when it will prepare the script, so you can save. So as you can see that here is our. I will show you. It's running. So let's wait for few seconds. So it's take a little time because it's still, yeah. So we have new project. So I was talking about that. Here is also okay, Robotium APK. Okay, this is the Java file, and when you will perform okay rendering problem. So we don't want to offload. So you can see that here is a application test. So and it will also come on the top when you perform your scripting. So you are demanding for write the scripting, but we don't need in the Robotium. So let's perform our testing. So this is the tools, and this is the Robotium recorder. So click on it, and what we will do is that we will select our APK. So select APK. Where is my APK? My APK is in G drive. Okay, so license is asking where is our there is our app. Just select Robotium APK and open it in the any name. Next, and then start the Robotium test. So install. We will install the application in my cell phone. So let's wait for it. Let's install it. So what it will do, it will install the application in my cell phone, and then after that, as you can see that my application is open. So this is the calculator and this is the today. So let's click on the calculator. So this is my calculator. I simply take a few buttons and few controls and to edit text box. So I will perform testing like suppose I want to add two numbers 45 and then I want to add 48. So let's see answer. It is 48. Okay. So this is 93 and let's clean it, and this is 25 45. So it is 1125. So all the formats is very good. So it is our native application. It can work without the internet. And let's talk about the hybrid application. So today news I take in the web view, and it is the variable container. So it's looking like a web page, like it is the whole web page, but this is not in the browser. It is in my application in the web view. So whatever you want to use, suppose you can watch here and you can click on it, so it will open. And as you are seeing that it is also performing. So our net is really very slow. So this is the testing for the hybrid and native application. Calculator was our hybrid application, and this is our native. This is hybrid application. In the last, when we upload in the web view or website, and calculator was our native application. So this is our testing, and after that, if we want to stop, so let's stop it. So I will start it, and it will ask for save. So when you will save it, then my trial period has expired because I am using, and it doesn't allow for more than 1 month. So you have to take the license. So for this, if you are using for 1 month, so it is totally free. So you will save it, and you will again on the place of save button, it will come run button after the saving, and when you run, then it will perform all the testing automatically. You have not to do, and if it perform the testing automatically well, so it means your application is good. Means whatever you perform the testing here, this is the script, it will perform automatically. And suppose as I mentioned that you can edit. So suppose you want to edit, so this application, this click on empty text view, so you can delete it. So whatever you want to delete the step, you can delete here. So this is the saving. When I will save it, so it will require for license, but my license is already expired. So that is the Robotium. Hope you guys enjoy my video, and hope you understand, and thank you so much for giving me your time. Thank you so much.